Hey guys, welcome to Freeman Finance and Crypto, where we talk all things finance. If it makes money, it makes sense. And I'm here to talk about how the market is going to do with Bitcoin. We just had the ETFs all approved. It was a buy the news, sell the rumor type of event. But is the selling done? I don't think so. So let's look at BTC real quick to to kind of give us a foundation of everything. So let's go back a year. Okay, in a time that we've had soaring inflation through the roofs, jobs and salaries do not keep up with it, we have doubled with BTC. A lot of this within anticipation to the ETFs, which there is a good reason to have a lot of hope for the ETFs, but the amount of liquidity that's going to come into the market for the ETFs is very small in the grand scheme of things. These big hedge fund managers are not going to be able to call people who are 40, 50 years old and say, "Hey, I'm putting 25% of your retirement in BTC." Something that goes down 30% a year, go up 40% a year, maybe crash back down to 5,000. I'm not saying that'll happen, but during COVID we did hit 3,000. And so, why has it been going up all this time? I've questioned that. I thought we were going to stop around 35,000 and then it ended up hitting 48,000. Why? Why, when we have such a bad economy on the brink of breaking, is everything going up? And so we have seen a sell off over the past month, really. If we look at it, we peaked out at 48.7 K on Bitcoin, and we have went down since then. Do I think it's done? I don't. And I'll tell you why. So let's go look at the stock market. This goes hand in hand. Finances here at Freeman Finance and Crypto, you'll see they go hand in hand. If it makes money, it makes sense, and sometimes stuff don't make sense. Stock market today hit record highs as tech stocks soar. Okay, why is tech stocks scoring top records today when inflation is at an all-time high? People are having trouble buying food from the supermarket. Your grocery store bill costs twice as much now as it used to. And then we scroll down and we see existing home sales sink to lowest pace in 30 years. Well, that's because there's record high interest rates. So how is this a good thing for crypto or stocks, or is it? I don't think it is. I think this coming year, I'm not a bear, I'm not a bull, I'm just realistic. I've got money in my 401k heavily. In that, I've got a lot of money in cryptocurrency. That in other videos, we can go through my portfolio. But we have what's called the yield curve. Okay, the yield curve is basically how much yield you would get from buying bonds or treasuries from the government. Well, you would think about it. If I loan you money for 3 months, I might pay you 1% interest, right? That makes sense. But now, if I loan you money for 10 years, I need a lot more than 1% interest for that to make sense to me. That's not what's happening right now. If you have a 2 month, 3 month treasury right now, you get almost a 6% interest rate. But if you go out to a 10 year, you're all the way down at only 4.5. So why would anybody give a long-term loan if they're going to make less money on it? They wouldn't. Historically, this was pre-COVID, pre the 2008 housing market. This is called an inverted yield curve, and it has always predated a recession. And I think coming in 2024, we will see some tough times for the stock market. I think we will see tough times for cryptocurrency. I personally think we're oversold in all of it right now. I think the economy is running on fumes. Inflation is roaring through the roof, and interest rates are super high. Now, I also think it won't be a huge 2008 crash or anything, because the Fed's going to jump in. They're going to lower interest rates. People are going to be able to afford houses again. But I also think that'll hurt inflation. I do. I think inflation will rise even more. And Right here, the Fed trial, Fed Jerome Papa Powell, he's not wanting to raise rates anymore, and they've been wanting to get a finish line of inflation at 2% a year. But now they're starting to talk, maybe 2.5 or 3% is okay. So now they're kind of negotiating with themselves. I don't think we're going to get hit 2 years. Right now, we're at about 7%, 8% on a 30-year interest rate. Some a little lower if you have great credit or something like that. But it just does not make sense why everything is so high right now. And when everyone's talking Bitcoin going to the moon, when your grandma's talking about Bitcoin going to the moon, when Jim Cramer says Bitcoin's going to the moon, it's time to be cautious. It is time to be cautious. So we have the halving in almost 100 days. That will increase demand for Bitcoin due to lack of supply. I think this will be a good time I think this will be about the bottom of what I expect to come for BTC and other altcoins. Altcoins will crash harder, which I'd like to get into in some other videos. But around this time, about April timeframe, is when I expect the Fed to start cutting interest rates, and then that'll boost the economy. But for the next 3 months, I definitely see us having a little trouble in the market. We're seeing a lot of sell-offs, and honestly, the ETF was a little overblown on purpose to get retail investors excited about everything and to get more of their money into our money into the market so that the big people could dump on us. Long term, bullish on everything. Even into 2024, going into 2025, I'm still bullish on everything. But this next 3 months, this is not financial advice, but what I'm personally doing is parking more cash on the sideline, more liquid dry powder, to be ready to get some of these big dips that I do expect in the market. It would not surprise me to see a BTC somewhere, and let me go to TradingView, somewhere in the realm of us getting back to 32. I think between 32 and 34 we will find support there, and I think that's a pretty good place that we will find support at. If we look at the RSI right now, we are definitely overbought here, and now we're at 43. There's two ways that can go down to closer to the 20 level, which is considered oversold, which is typically the time you want to buy, and that is by long-term consolidation or drop in price. I think we will see this happen by drop in price. Now, I'm not somebody that's in depth measuring this leg of the candle. It's going to drop this much, Fibonacci retracements. I'm not in any of that, but I do believe in the RSI, and I do like to monitor this. And I think it's foolish if we're at an 85 RSI and you're continuing to pump money into it. If you just look historically, if you look back here, when RSI was up at 80 or 70, there we went down. And it's common in all markets. But so I would just be cautious. Keep watching your favorite altcoins, your favorite cryptocurrencies, your favorite stocks. I'll go over all these separately in more videos, what my portfolio looks like and everything like that. But I really do think the next few months we will have a good opportunity to dollar cost average into some of these investments. Again, this is Freeman Financing Crypto. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what else you would like to see, what kind of videos, how I can improve, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for watching.